Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Utah Jazz come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Houston Rockets. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 3 of this Western Conference first-round series. We're 2-0 so far. We'll see if the home court advantage holds sway. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Rockets, running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Sengun out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. He gets that one. Collins has got his team on the board to start the game for the Jazz.
Oh, nice control to stop and pop there from Collins.
Sengun passes to Thompson. Van Vliet looking around. George with the steal. Here's Collins. And finish off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 4-point game. Pass to Green. Brooks with it. They get a hand on it. Collins with it. Picked up by Thompson. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. On the wing, George. Brooks covering. And here's Collins from outside. Connects from three-point range. Collins has got 7 points.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. We talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. It's the Jazz now. After Jalen Green's miss, hands it from downtown.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. No good, unable to end this run. Jazz have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Wasted no time on that one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Van Vliet. Misses in close. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Collier, covered by Van Vliet. And the Jazz, another three.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Now here's Van Vliet. Thompson outside. To the inside. And the rebound goes to Martin. Jazz leading by 16. Pass to Collier. Fires the three. And the Jazz, another three.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Welcome to the call, your Watch City
Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets trail by 19. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George for the three, and the Jazz another three. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Utah.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Thompson, a screen on Sexton. The drive by Brooks. Pass to Eason. Brooks outside. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Utah leading by 22. For three, Kessler with the bucket. Kessler's got 6.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
The three from George. And the Jazz, another three.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Şengün. No scoring in this one. Pass to Sexton. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kessler. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Van Vliet against George. Stolen by George. Outside for Sexton. A big-time effort for Walker Kessler, providing a lot of energy for the Utah Jazz. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. John Collins is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Collier. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Clarkson. This one for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Whitmore. And it's Utah with the rebound. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Whitmore. No good with the layup. Utah's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. There's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Filipowski's got 6 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Whitmore. He's covered by Clarkson to stop the run. And it's Whitmore missing.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Launches it. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Houston with it. Green deciding where to go with it. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Clarkson outside. And the Jazz, another 3.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Green. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
It's the three-point bomb.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Green, no luck.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
From deep, Collins, and the Jazz, another 3.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Landale, still without a basket. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. 1:41 left in the first half. Here's Sensabaugh. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Green. Pocket 6. Green draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Clarkson for 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Stolen by Clarkson. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Outside, Green. Drives to the hoop. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
That bucket in no time at all. Clarkson's got 15 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Whitmore with it. He's covered by Clarkson. There's 18 seconds left here in the second.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Shots good by Filipowski.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
And so it's the Utah Jazz enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Utah Jazz.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be more lopsided, but we still have another half to go. Prove me wrong. Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We're with you again as our round one coverage continues. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Here's Van Vliet. He has yet to score at the guard positions. Van Vliet in green. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Brooks in at the three, the small forward. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. The three ball. And the Jazz, another three.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The three from George. And he's good on the three ball. George has got 9.
And developing that three ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
George against Van Vliet. Thompson, high post. Tipped away. Stolen by Kessler. And now Utah, fast break. Sexton for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Sexton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thompson with it. George picks him up. Van Vliet trying to break free. Thompson inside, defended by George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Sexton for 3, and Utah another 3.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Van Vliet on the wing, defended by George. Van Vliet passes to Sengun. Markkanen looking it over. The tray. It's good from long range. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
Pass to Sengun. Back to Van Vliet to end the run. It's hauled in by George.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Kessler finds Collins. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Van Vliet passes to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Misses the layup. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Sinks the three-pointer. Sexton's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Takes the three. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Brooks against Markkanen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. .137 left in the third quarter. Trying to end the drought. Oh, that's blocked. And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson for three. And Utah, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Van Vliet outside. Thompson looking for an opening. Here he goes. Shot from 6. Şengün, no good. Pass to Filipowski. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Shoots. And again, it's Utah.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Van Vliet outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Sensabaugh. And the Jazz, another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Thompson. Got a piece of it. And so it's Utah. Able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Williams. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 4 slot. Here's Houston now. Now Green. It's deflected. Clarkson outside. From deep. And Utah, another three. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Utah.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to Eason. Takes it inside. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. That's good by Sensabaugh.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Shoots the three, and Utah another three.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Now here's Green, guarded closely. Eason against Williams. 5 on the clock. And it's Whitmore missing.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Clarkson passes to Collier. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Clarkson for three. Good. Another from three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Collier. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Here's Green. Misses, and the dry spell continues. For Utah, they've gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Whitmore with it. Misses from close range.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for Utah.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep maybe in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jordan Clarkson.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Connects again from distance.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the net.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
Green, no luck. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and
did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Green. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Clarkson. Makes it off the glass. Clarkson's got 34.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip, it's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jordan. Congrats on the win. Huge night offensively. What does it feel like to ride that wave?
It feels good. My teammates, man, they were finding me. We were screening, we was playing well, moving the ball like how we're supposed to do and what we preach. Then defensively, we just did a great job keeping guys in front of them. Everybody just pitched in, and another great team win.
And you were a big part of that, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, D.A., thanks again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And now we present the player of the game, Jordan Clarkson.